Hey Hot Garbage Squad, it's been a long time, but again, we are doing account reviews, and today we're doing it global. But first, before I begin, I want you guys all to listen if you're interested in this content. First of all, when people come to my streams, my YouTube streams, and my Twitch streams and ask me, the first thing they say is, do you do account reviews, or they beg me for one? My answer is going to be, I do these videos on Twitch, and that's when I do it for the free-to-play people of my community. If you're pay to win and you're subscribed to my Twitch channel or you're a sponsor of my YouTube channel, as thank you for supporting my channel, I'd be happy to look at your account. That's how I put it, okay? I'm not saying you're gonna subscribe for one, I'm just saying it's my thank you for you. And if you want to join the free to play ones, today we're live on Twitch and we're gonna start the stream, and if you're in here, you can join. So if you don't know how that works, in the description below is my Discord. It tells you when we go live. Anyways, want to buy Supreme? Are you here in the chat, my friend? Alright, looks like today is not a busy one. I don't think so. Lucky for you guys are here. Alright, okay, this is you. You're C1 after 1,000 days almost. Alright, let's see your first 10 monsters and take a look at what's going on and why you're maybe not C2, C3 here. Alright, this is just for farming. I have no problems with this, it's just for farming. So I see you have a lot of monsters out, and I'm only looking at your first 10 because that's the rules here. Your Ager. Not on a broken set, I see. I mean, not on a full 2 set. He really works well on Nemesis just because if he's low HP, he can cycle and gain HP based off his skills here with this. So wait, is it this skill that heals or this skill that heals? I forget which skill that heals him, but that's why I think Nemesis is really good on him. Also, I think your stats are really good for Guild War only. The moment you put this into PvP, you have no defense for RTA. And matches with Ager are typically matches that are gonna be really long, right? And the longer they are, HP goes down, you have no defense, you're gonna get clapped. So I would bring more defense and more speed here if I were you, and way less crit damage. Galleon, not on Will, and so that's already a broken Galleon. It doesn't work at all in PvP. Sure, you can bring it into Guild War when you can control the Galleon, but overall, better use, change the shield to Will. Monkey, Swift Will. If this was on Violent, I'd say this is a pretty good speed, but again, you're Conquer 1. So I would say this is actually fine for Conquer 1. But to be quite honest, you really want to make him on Violent because of how these two can cycle turns. It's actually insane. If you just Violent proc, you get Alter Ego attack so much faster, and you just keep cycling into invincibility and immunity. It's actually crazy. Okay. These look fine, but this one's a little soft hitting here. But I think overall... Oh, this is on... Okay, this is actually not good. Because, first of all, if this was on Violent, I'd be like, okay, this is pretty decent. But this is on Swift. So, a lot of problems. First of all, it's on Swift, not therefore using Violent. And by Conquer 1, I do assume you have some good Violent runes here, okay? And 2, it's not on Will. Okay, good for farming. Okay, this is really, really squishy. I think for good pandas, okay, this is not even maxed. So first of all, I think you're too poverty to max some of your runes here. I think a good panda ranges from 28 to 30k HP, and then the speed will vary depending on them. All right, moving on. All right, Larry Fart. All right, Larry, are you here? Fighter 3. Okay, Fighter 3, 340 days played. All right. Hope you are here right now. All right. I guess you only want me to look at your offensive units, if that's the case. Alright, before I look at your offensive units, I'll take a look at your AD as well, just because we really don't know what's... Alright, your defense is absolute double Lucian food material. It's actually either double Lucian food, fat Lucian food, or it's fluffer Lucian and then real Lucian food, or it's Tion Zyrus food. Literally counters nothing in the meta, so that could be a reason why your rank is really low, because your offense, so your defense literally makes 0 sense. Okay, moving on. Your Lucians. First of all, I highly doubt that this is speed tuned to these two. Even though you have double attack bar gauge with this skill and this skill, why is this not maxed and not 2.8? Anyways, I highly doubt that these two are speed tuned. So if I see a Leo here somewhere, then sure, this works. However, This speed, I'm pretty confident is not speed tuned to this type of Bernard. You got some good rolls here, but they're not. This is definitely not speed tuned. So you're probably gonna hit a lot less in order to gain about probably like 30 speed, probably to be speed tuned is my guess. I don't know the exact numbers, but your biggest problem here is you're not speed tuned, so none of these stats really matter if you don't even go next. All right, GG Academia. Who are you in the chat? Are you present? Can you please tell me an AD? Pull your monsters out? Nope. This, you have your one shot and that's good, alright? Alright, 481 days. And no defense, that's okay. Let's say your first 10 monsters. Fire 3, I will keep that in mind, okay? I will keep that in mind. So we got some, alright, Bastet. Fighter 3 Bastet. Hey, this is actually pretty good. I like it. You're gemming correctly too, so I like that. You're gemming correctly. This is literally a blue rune because you get 18 base plus 4, 22 as a fat upgrade for you. Alright, really good. This one should be defense percentage, by the way. Okay, so regem that to a defense percentage. I know the accuracy is very nice for Bastet, but when it comes to RTA, defense really does matter. Again, Bastet can be one of those units that can use a flat stat on 4 if you just are chasing it for the speed. Alright, if you're using it for arena offense and you're using it for first turn, that's something you should probably consider. Change slot 4 to any flat stat or your fastest rune. I really don't care what it is. Alright, this is like a TOA type of guy. I mean, not much to say, it's just TOA, got the accuracy, some crit rate, crit damage. Alright, moving on. So this one's actually on violent. Okay, this is one of the better Theomars I've seen. It's actually got accuracy. I'm actually finding it hard to believe this is a Fire 3 Theomars. This is actually probably a Conquer level Theomars because, first of all, you got the grinds and gems. This should be attack percentage, by the way. So you like quad roll here with all efficient stats that are grindable. See, you know what you're doing here, right? 2, 3 grindables and this. So you actually know what you're doing and know how you're grinding and gemming, right? Like this rune, for it to be like maximum efficiency, the accuracy could have been defense, right? But not end of the world. So I would say this thing is actually really good. And by the way, I would change the crit rate to defense percentage here because that will mean a lot. And then you just change this for more crit rate, and then you'll have like close to 85. All right. Okay, Swift Blade. He's pretty fast, but my biggest concern is he able to one-shot like things like Triana, Chasoons? I don't know the damage on this, but what I do see is 33 accuracy, which means you do have a lot of wasted stats here. Like this should be like HP percentage, for example, or you regen the speed for more speed for any other unit. Depends on how you want to do it, right? So I see a lot of wasted stats. I'm not sure if this is thick enough to one-shot Diana's or like 48k HP, 30k HP Triana's. So I'm not sure about that, but Vampire Will. So what I do like here is it's on Will. Rakan has to be on Will because you want to use Unleashed Fury. So I do like the HP. Once it's maxed, you'll be a lot more thick. However, it's not on crit damage. However, if you just put it on your guild arena defense, he will be like a fire tank with fire HP lead, and that's really it. You're not going to be really using it in your guild battles, your siege battles, just because it doesn't have a crit damage build, okay? Can you check my new Celia in global? We're doing account reviews right now, so if we're here, you'll be part of it. Alright, Fine Broken. Okay, I think your biggest problem here is your mana, you have like a mana shortage, and it leads me to think, are you keeping too many runes? Are you just wasting your mana because you're always doing free rune removal, or you're sharp refreshing them all the way? But you really do need to max 246s, okay? Like those are huge stats you're missing out on. Huge. Yeah, right here, like not much to say. I can't even tell like how good this is if you don't max your runes, right? So you need to farm more mana, sir, and maybe stop wasting your mana elsewhere so that you can plus 12, your plus 15 your 246s. Very important in Summoner's War to max your 246s. 135s can come afterwards, but 246s, even if they're blue, are really important, okay? Alright, Koroma. Alright, is Koroma here? Look at your 1.8k days here. All right, you are here. All right, I'll take a quick look at your AD. So the only reason this can win is if I double Lucian it and it cuts in my double Lucian here, okay? Or if I put a Julie and a Lucian and this thing cuts in. The Jean, I mean, I see what you're trying to do here, but I feel like a good Lucian team can break through this. But I'm not saying it's terrible because there's still RNG if this cuts in and of this unit, obviously. All right. First 10 monsters. All right, this Molong looking a lot thicker, but he's very, very slow right now. I'd say I like it's on Will. Really good Will rune here. Like really, really good. So you may not consider putting this as HP flat because it scales with Molong more than defense. Possibly the same with this crit damage, or you want to change the defense to attack percentage. I'd probably do that, by the way. Got a little bit of wasted stats here, though no defense, right? So I'm gonna say like this rune also very low on HP. So I would say like if you had more speed and a little bit less HP, like maybe like 3,000 less and you're like 20 more speed, I think that would do the Molong a lot more justice. You would often see Molongs around the 30k mark. The reason why you also want him to be a little bit fast is because you want him defense predict too. No, I would not replace Juno for Antares. No. Okay, TOA, I really don't care about that unit. Vampire broken. That's fair, actually. This is one of those cases where someone picks stats over sets, which is really hard for some beginner players to understand that they should pick broken runes if it means I get more stats. You see how much crit damage this unit has? Like, instead of forcing a blade set, for example, or a nemesis set, he opted to go for the stats instead, which is really good for you. Kudos. So we have Swift Will. Okay. If this was RTA, first of all, this is a very slow Swift set, so I'm not even sure if you need a Will set on it, considering your Will runes have no speed on them, and a blue rune. Well, this has literally no speed on it. Anyways. Crit damage Velojoule is actually really, really powerful. So, if you have the capabilities to rune a speed, crit damage, defense Velojoule, that's probably what I would do. Okay. To be honest, I want to see him on a violent. Him doing a Archangel's Mercy into a skill 2 is too broken. The moment you thought Eladriel's dead because he revived someone, he just Bind Procs and heals himself, and it's like you make the game over for you. So I think he must be on violent because of that one aspect where it makes it really hard. This is nice and fast, however, you're missing a lot of accuracy. Even if you use accuracy lead, you're not even at 85, which is the cap for RTA. Okay, so one thing that strikes to me is, first of all, it's really squishy. 2, it has no crit rate, which means you're not cycling turns, which means your accuracy should be high, but that's not the case. So if your crit rate was a lot higher, your accuracy would be fine because you're just cycling the skill 2. And getting skill 1 turn right here with increased attack bar if you crit. So that's what I would probably fix. So big thing here is, if you use Triana in like Guild War, yeah, slot 6, slot 4 defense is viable. However, the moment you put in an arena defense, ignore defense is a thing. Therefore, your HP is very effectively low. Fate, thanks for extending your tier 1 sub. Wow, welcome back to the Hot Garbage Squad. Thank you. All right. Yep, same thing I just said. Perfectly fine if you use it in arena. I mean, Guild War, Siege. The moment you put it in arena, ignore defense. This rune literally means 0 stats, except for the speed and HP here, okay? Alright. Alright, let's go. What's next? Are we at Benyus? Are you here, my man? Okay, well, first of all, you're G1. So, I mean, if you're G1 with this degenerate unit and this degenerate unit, I'm going to say your offense is pure trash. Or maybe your rune quality is not there yet. So that's probably it's either 1, you don't know, your runes are not good enough for G1 and you're getting carried by your defense to help you sustain there. and or 2, you don't know what you're doing, which I don't think that's the case because you watch my videos, okay? So I'm gonna say your rune quality of your DPS units aren't quite there yet. If this is your Fat Lucian, I'm gonna say very poverty. If this is your Speed Lucian, you only have 1, which means I don't see your other DPS units, and I really don't know what I'm measuring this against. So that's 1. All right, this is not on will, so the moment you get Leo'd, it might be a little bit over. Also, if you're not on will, you get Zyrost, so looking pretty bad already here. Okay, he's a little bit squishy. I think he's missing a little bit of HP here. 31k with against Fat Lucian can mean an L. Alright, depending on how lucky their crits are. But it's actually not even tanky to begin with. So, where are we missing some speed? I mean, HP here. It's this slot. Your slot 2 is all defense, and you use more HP. So that's where you're struggling here, right? Alright. And this one too. No HP here at all. And I understand why you don't want to put... I mean, you take the flat HP all the time here for crit damage or HP percentage or accuracy depending on the unit, right? So that should be regemmed. But she looks good, but I would say needs a little bit tankier. But you're on the right track. This is not as terrible as this. It needs to like higher resistance. It's not quite there yet. It doesn't need Nemesis. The reason why you don't want Nemesis is because you don't want to move. So this is actually a terrible build, my friend. It's a terrible build because you actually don't want to move, but you're giving him turns with Nemesis. So I'm going to say, take it off Nemesis right now, my friend. Alright, Nigong. First of all, it's on Nemesis, so it will suffer the same fate as a Zyros. Your resistance is high, but do you want to take that chance, having will runes? Because not everyone has a Tiana. Keep in mind, not everyone has a Tiana, so if they have to go for like a Praha strip, an Aquila strip, a Gemini strip, and it misses your will runes, it gives you 1 extra step to save yourself from a potential counter. However, not terrible. Nemesis is actually not terrible, but I would definitely say will might be better, just because it protects you from so many things. By the way, this dead stat here, you really don't need this. So I would say he's missing about 7,000 HP to prefer to be really, really good. Okay, 7,000, heard right, 7,000, 40k in Nigong, okay? That's what I'm looking at, 40k Nigong. All right. All right, who is Moranical? Stop using your points. I'm not gonna read it. All right, Moranical, C2, 2 point. Dude, you've been playing for a long time. You must have played this game for so long. All right. This will be the last one here because the video is approaching a pretty long length already. Vaunt Revenge. Next step here is to put this on Will. That's your next goal here. He's a little bit slow. I like his effective HP, but a little bit slow because keep in mind, he scales with speed on this skill, okay? Nice accuracy. No defense. No defense. This should be defense. Crit damage Varad only works if you actually have defense, and you have 300 defense, so this unit is built wrong. 196, alright, pretty fast. Very nice. Oh, this is your weak spot, your green rune. Alright, I see your weak spot here. RTA? Is for RTA, that's really fair. Nice defense, nice HP. Okay, Zyros, 116. The accuracy is very low, but I do like the fact that it's on Despair. That's a really nice bonus, but you really don't have the accuracy. And for a lot of people who struggle to get Despair set with like accuracy, like high accuracy, like an accuracy slot 6 for Despair rune, I might suggest you do like double focus will, double focus blade will, something like that. All right, this is probably on Despair. How did I know this on Despair? Okay, this like I say this all the time. Whenever I see this unit, he's not good for RTA on this build. Despair don't do nothing. Chiwu for RTA is gonna be speed. So this Chiwu is telling me you just do it for like second turn cleave for like Guild War or something like that. All right. Okay. I don't know why this is not ruined, but this is actually This is actually the right way to use your Triton. You put this Triton on defense, didn't even matter if it had no runes on it. It's 33 speed lead and Triton. I skipped it. He didn't beat me, but he actually beat me, if you know what I mean. Good job on using your Triton. You did the one thing you needed to do. It's 6-star. Alright? You did the one thing you need to do. 6-star, level 40. Very nice. Alright? Okay. Again, for Ethna, it's one of those units that has a lot of multi-hits, right? So you're not necessarily relying on high accuracy because you can turn cycle with this and you have multiple chances to land a defense break, for example. So this rune needs to be exchanged for an HP rune here. And this needs a speed. So that should be speed, crit rate, or crit damage, and HP. Or attack, depending on your subs, okay? So that's how you want to fix your Ethna here. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this session of account reviews. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you skip the beginning, go ahead and rewatch that, because if it happens to me again, I swear this series will be delayed for the next like year and a half. Alright? See you later, Hot Garbage Squad.